Hello to all students. Today we are going to discuss some features of tea. As you know that tea is a very famous drink in all over the world. Many people of the world take tea every day in different forms. Tea is a plant which is known to human 4000 years ago. It was originated in China. Tea plant is almost 10 meter high and it belongs to family Theaceae. The scientific name of tea is Camellia sinensis. The young leaves of Camellia sinensis are broken down from or plucked down from the plants, and they are gone under a process of tea formation in which the leaves of the tea are oxidized in different stages, in dark or in light, and after that they can be roasted. Teas are of different types, but the most famous types of teas are green tea and black tea. Green tea is made from very young leaves of the plant, while black tea is made from the mature leaves of tea which are finally roasted. If we look at the composition of tea leaves contain thousands of different chemicals which contain aromatic oils and some other chemicals which are known as polyphenols or flavonols. If we look at polyphenols, there are different types of polyphenols present in the leaves of tea. Catechin, epicatechin, epicatechin gallate, gallocatechin, epigallocatechin and epigallocatechin gallate. These are all polyphenols which are present in the leaves of tea. The most and abundant compound which is found is epigallocatechin gallate, e.g. Cg. Except these polyphenols, tea leaves also contain an amino acid known as L-theanine. It contains theobromine. It also contains theophylline and tannins. There are also some other chemical compounds which are not very important, but most of all these compounds, the most important compound is caffeine, which is present in the leaves of tree. The fresh leaves of the tea contain 4%, 3 to 4% of caffeine by their dry weight. This is the structural formula of caffeine molecule, which is also known as trimethylxanthine. Caffeine or trimethylxanthine is a group of compound which is known as alkaloids, which can be addictive if misused. As I already mentioned that fresh leaves of the tea contain 4%, 3 to 4% of caffeine depending upon the processing of making a tea or type of the tea. If we take 1 cup 250 ml of a tea one day, we will get 30 to 90 milligram of caffeine as compared to coffee which contain 100 to 200 milligram of caffeine. So tea contain less amount of caffeine as compared to coffee, but they have same effect. Now what kind of effects can a tea does on our body? So first of all, the components in the tea, especially the caffeine, it excites our nervous system. If you want to study or concentrate on a subject, if you take a cup of tea in the morning or any time, it can excite your neurons and nervous system and you can perform better and your thinking power and working ability increases. It also excites heart and increases heartbeat and heart blood pressure. Tea also excites blood system through which the circulation of the blood is improved towards brain and different parts of our body. Tea increases secretion of acid juices in our stomach. Whenever you take a tea, it acts as a stimulant for our gastric juices, and gastric juices are produced in more concentration like HCl present in our stomach, which can cause pyrosis or acid reflux disease. Any person who having acid problem should avoid taking tea. Due to its some tannin effects, it can cause dryness of the intestine and cause constipation. Caffeine in the present in the component in the leaves of the tea can also cause caffeineism. Caffeineism is the condition in which a body is addicted to caffeine. It also causes insomnia. Any person who is working late night or wants to drive a long journey, they take tea, and caffeine cause them insomnia. Tea also cause addiction. If you misuse tea and take it habitual tea taker, then it will cause you addict, and you must have to take it every day or at the same time of the day every day. It also causes sweating. It stimulates circulatory system. It also promote digestion, and some also effects on the body. So these are some major effects of the tea on our body. But at the same time, tea has many side effects. Some person should avoid tea because it can harm their health. The person who can avoid tea, the person who is having gastric ulcer. Gastric ulcer is a ulcer in the stomach wall. They should avoid tea because it can aggravate their disease. The person with duodenal ulcer also should not take tea. The person having infection in the stomach, which is known as gastritis, also avoid tea. Pyrosis, heartburn, which is a condition of acid reflux disease, which is also known as gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, should avoid tea because caffeine in the tea can stimulate acid production in the stomach. It can also cause nervousness, also increases blood pressure, which is known as hypertension. Any person having high blood pressure or hypertension should avoid taking tea. Pregnant female should also avoid tea because caffeine present in the tea can pass through placenta to their fetus and then cause harmful effects to fetus and disturb its developmental process. Any mother who is breastfeeding to their children should avoid taking tea because caffeine present in the tea leaves can be passed to their children, babies, through breast milk and cause them addict of caffeine or caffeineism and may harm their their mental or physical development or growth. So in this way, today we have just took an introduction of tea and some uses and side effects of the tea. I hope you will like it. See you in the next lecture. Bye.